Hey guys, so as you can see, I'm back with another video, and by the title, I'm sure you know by now what I'm going to be discussing. So I'm going to be speaking my truth. I am a prison wife. I've been married for almost 2 years now, but I've known my husband for quite some time. So I guess we just gonna jump into it and get into it. So, yeah, being a prison wife, I would say the things that you are missing. Number one would be physical. Like maybe you're out and you see a couple together or something to that effect. You start to miss those kind of things because that's something that you don't get as far as being publicly with your spouse. If you have kids, me personally, in my situation, if I pick my son up from school, or it might be father and daughter day, father and son day, whatever the case may be at school, and you see all the other fathers with their kids and, things like that. So I would say, honestly, being completely honest, it is a tough road to be on, but you have to be committed to it and be strong. It takes a strong woman to be in a relationship with someone in prison. It's very, very hard. But you also, it takes for the man to be exactly what you want him to be, as far as, obviously physically he can't do anything with you being on the outs. But mentally, if he's mentally stable in your mind, and it's other ways that you guys can build a connection. It's kind of sort of like a long distance relationship minus the freedom part. So you definitely have to have a strong communication, trust for sure. You have to have trust. You have to build trust. Um, in my situation in particular, like I said, I've known my husband quite a while. So, of course we had our ups and downs. We went through our times with our breakups and things like that. And it's hard, and it's still going to be a struggle. But like I said, you have to be in the mindset to do, what you set out to be doing. So if this is something that you really want to do, you have to really be focused, and it's going to be hard. Um, yeah, even with household things as far as financially, work, things like that, is 10 times harder because you are a single parent. Whether you're married, you're still a single parent. I'm still a single mom, you know. Uh what else? So, different things that you can do to get closer with your spouse, pictures, visitation, writing for sure, because also you're going through something. You have to think about the man as well. He's going through something as well, not being able to provide for his family the way that he might wants to, despite what he's in there for, whatever decision that he made. It still goes through a person's mind. You just have to stick it out and make sure this is something that you want to do. uh what else can I say? In my situation personally, I am connected with his family. Since I have known him for a long time, I've known his family as well. So I do socialize with my in-laws, and we do things together, and that also makes me uh feel closer to my husband as well. um but I cannot, BS with you guys. It's really hard being with someone in prison, especially depending on how much time they have, and different things. You can get in trouble, do things that you're not supposed to do in there. And this situation with my husband and I, since we've been married, you have to come to an understanding and an agreement. Nobody's getting younger, so you have to do the best that you can do to rehabilitate yourself. That's pretty much, what goes on in prison, and that's the rules. When you do things, you get in trouble, you get extra time, whatever the case may be. But I don't know, for whoever might be viewing, if you allow that in your relationship with your spouse, your boyfriend, whatever the case may be. I personally don't. That's a deal breaker for me, because we're trying to build our relationship and not hinder it. We're trying to make better decisions. The decisions that my husband made, unfortunately, led him to be where he is. But I wouldn't be with him to this day if I didn't believe that he was a good man. We've had ups and downs. We were teenagers and, things like that. But I know who he is. he knows who I am. We've got to know each other. We've grown with one another, and we've both made mistakes, but he is on the right path to rehabilitate himself. You know, he's at the stage in his life where he sees what's most important, you know, family, and that I'm sticking by his side, and I'm going to always stick by his side. I'm happy in my marriage. I'm happy with my husband. I love my husband. You know, it's hard. I miss him. I wish he was here. I wish I can, you know, talk to him anytime I want to, or see him whenever I want to, you know, wake up to him whenever I want to, and things like that. But you, in this situation, you know, you get what you're dealt, and you know what you're setting yourself up for. You know what you're stepping into. I know that in this relationship, that just can't happen. I can't see him every day if I wanted to, you know, stuff like that. So you pretty much know what you are stepping into. Um, so what else would I like to say about that? Those are the main things for me. It's just the absence. It's really hard. Sometimes you just feel lonely, and you know, it's just like, man, I wish this and that, or you know, when you gonna get home, and you know, it's scary. Even the life where your husband in prison is scary. Different things, you know, happen to different people. Not particularly in my situation, but I'm just saying in general. Um, it's really scary, and it's a challenge, especially when you have kids involved. Um, I would encourage to take your kids to go visit their father or their stepfather, or whatever it is. I would encourage that, to make sure you keep your kids in the mix as well. You know, you all, you know, grow together and get to know one another, because it's hard when you don't live with the person. You know, it's very hard. So, like I said, the key factor to me is the trust and the communication. Those are the number two things that I would say, um that you have to keep: trust and communication, because you will get tried with so many things. It's like, it's really crazy. But yeah, so that's just me opening it up and, you know, touching bases on a few things by being a prison wife. You know, if anybody have any questions, I will do more videos. You can leave the comments below, and I will try to respond accordingly. But yeah, so this is me opening up, telling my truth for right now. This is my first video talking about this. I hope you guys like it. I hope you enjoy it. It's really a personal, of course, personal situation for me, because it is my personal life. But I'm living in my truth. You know, this is what I'm choosing. I chose to marry someone in prison, and I choose to continue to be with my husband, and I'm happy with it, you know, and I really don't care if people judge me or whatever the case may be. It's life, and it's really you know, a whole bunch of people out there going through the same situation. You really don't even know, you know. But yeah. So if you like this video, once again, please comment, like, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Bye guys.